Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang on morning number 1837. Yesterday I said 1836, but I said it wrong. Wrongly. I said 836, but it's really 1836 yesterday. Today it's 1837 times I've been up here, and I want to bring you morsels of a thought of wisdom, because knowing the right thing to do is a form of wisdom, and actually doing it is called virtue. I'm reading to you what wise people have to say through their own life experiences, and we're getting synopses of their lives so we can know what the difference is between the right thing and the wrong thing to do. So we create virtue. I want to inspire you to have a great day. I want to impart something good, and let's see. We are in this book, Allyson Chavez, The Prosperity Approach, the simple formula to ultimate prosperity. The simple formula to ultimate prosperity. Prosperity approach. We're on page 43. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to the quote we saw last time was Nikola Tesla saying, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Einstein said, everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. That's what he said. I cut out some of it. Quantum physics has proven that the essence of absolutely everything in this universe is energy. It makes no difference if we like the circumstances we're in. On the level of frequency, we're a match. James Allen wrote a wonderful book in the early 1900s called As a Man as a Man Thinketh. He said in that book, quote, the outer conditions of a man's life will always be found to be harmoniously related to his inner state, both that which he wants and that which he secretly fears. Men do not attract that which they want, but that which they are. We live in a universe of attraction. Okay. And we attract our circumstances on the level of energetic vibration. Have you ever been around someone you feel uncomfortable with? Maybe they're too darn negative and always live in drama, or everything goes their way and life seems so easy for them. The people that are in your life are an energetic match to exactly where you are. Birds of a feather flock together, quote unquote, is a universal truth, and it has nothing to do with things you have in common, and everything to do with where your inner frequency resonates. You might want prosperity intellectually, but if you don't resonate with it on an energetic level, you'll never get it. Or you'll get it, but you won't be able to keep it because you can't sustain the vibration. Imagine turning on a radio to a particular station. If you want to listen to classic rock, you must tune into the station of classic rock. That station has a specific frequency, and your radio must match for you to experience it. Even if you're a tiny bit off, you'll simply get static. You might wish or even throw a tantrum that 100.3 doesn't play the music you like that is on 100.7, but 100.3 will not change the music. You must tune into 100.7 to experience what is on that frequency. True prosperity is the same way. You must go to the level of frequency on which it resonates. It can't tune into you. So, how does all this vibration and energetic frequency translate into real life experience with prosperity? According to the National Endowment for Financial Education, excuse me, 70% of those who win the lottery actually go bankrupt within the first 5 years, and most people say they were more miserable after they won the lottery than they were before. See time.com, quote, here's how winning the lottery makes you miserable, end quote. And though many articles talk about relatives coming out of the woodwork and giving too much money away, the real reason people couldn't hold the money was that they were not an energetic match for that amount of money. If you're not a match for something, you will do everything you can to get it out of your experience without even realizing that's what you're doing. I thought I could handle the large amounts of money that we suddenly had through my online business. I was wrong because I wasn't a match to it on a vibrational level. I was filled with anxiety all the time. I began worrying that my clients wouldn't think I was worth the amount they were investing to work with me. Doubt filled me. I doubted my ability to sustain it, to get more clients, or to retain the clients I did have. And I spent and spent without saving any of it. Why? Simply because my inner frequency wasn't a match to the frequency of that much money. It truly is that simple. It's also very simple to detect where your inner frequency is at any given time. It's crucial to know this since we create our reality based on the energetic frequency we emit. So, if we're going to deliberately create true prosperity, which is the smartest, fastest way to create it, we need to know where we're vibrating at any given time and then change that vibration if the frequency we're in is not a match for what we want. We are reading from Allyson Chavez's book, The Prosperity Approach, The Simple Formula to Ultimate Prosperity, because I'm not very wise. Other wise people give us wisdom. And when we learn the right things to do, we can do them. And when we do the right things, we create virtue. Okay, let's see. It's also very simple. Emotions are very powerful indicators of where we're vibrating at any given moment. In other words, feelings are signals. Most people don't want to feel their emotions, fearful that they'll be consumed by them, but they're enormously helpful in creating prosperity. As we'll discuss in depth later in this book, emotions are caused by thoughts. Every emotion can be traced back to a thought. Have you noticed that when you wake up sad or angry, things tend to go wrong all day long? You tell everyone you knew it was going to be a bad day because of how you woke up, and you were right. You were late to work, you had to deal with angry clients or customers, you spilled something on you, everything seemed to go wrong. The reason why everything went wrong is simply because you were a match to the circumstances, people, and events that perpetuated that frequency. And because God has set up this planet and his capital H universe to be one of abundance, more things kept going wrong because you are abundant in your ability to attract. Quote, abundance, end quote, doesn't necessarily mean good. It just means a large amount of something. There are a lot of people who have an abundance of lack, and sometimes we've created an abundance of things going wrong. However, this is all within your power to change. When you realize what a powerful magnet you are, that you create your life on the level of vibration, and that by changing your thoughts, which change your emotions, you will literally change your reality. Aristotle said, the energy of the mind is the essence of life. The Chinese call it qi. Okay. The role the body plays in creating true prosperity. Our bodies are magnificent, miraculous creations, and they also play a very important role in creating the prosperity we want because our bodies can tell what we translate as truth in our belief system, and we create according to our beliefs, which feed our thoughts, which become actions, which turn into results. Our bodies tell us what is true for us and what is not true for us, and we can feel how energy and vibration move through our body. What's more, when we have the proper tools, we can measure it at any time to know exactly where we're vibrating, if there are any weaknesses or blocks in our energy, and where we're strong or weak. It's called applied kinesiology or muscle testing. Within and surrounding the body is an electrical grid, which is pure energy. Because energy runs through the muscles in your body, if anything is introduced to your grid that isn't a vibrational match to it, your muscles will virtually short circuit, quote unquote, or weaken temporarily. Things that might have an impact on your electrical system are thoughts and emotions, foods, and other substances. If something is introduced to your grid that is a match in frequency, your muscles will stay strong because the energetic circuit wasn't broken. Using your muscles, we can find what thoughts or beliefs weaken or strengthen your body. If you make a statement that you perceive to be true, your electrical system will continue to flow and the circuits remain strong, allowing your muscles to retain strength. If you make a statement that is false, your energy system will temporarily short circuit and your muscles will quickly weaken or lock up. Now, I have experienced this personally myself, that when I have a thought and I think the wrong word, a jolt will go through my body. Some people may call it a seizure, some people may call it just a jolt. And the way it was very painful. It was every muscle in my body jolting. And it would be just it happened over 300 times in a day while I was recuperating from something. And so I was physically very weak, and that was, I could tell we use electrical energy in our brains. Okay, back to the author. Allyson Chavez says, if you make a statement that is false, your energy system will temporarily short circuit and your muscles will quickly weaken or lock up. The easiest way to feel a physical reaction to energetic frequency is to use the sway test, quote unquote, on yourself. This is an exercise, the sway test. Stand up and plant your feet about hip width apart so you're comfortable standing there. Next, put your hands over your heart. It doesn't matter which hand is on top, just put your hands over your heart. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think to yourself, my body loves to drink paint thinner. Your body loves to communicate with you and it won't lie to you. Our minds lie to us all day long, but our body and our vibration doesn't. So think about drinking paint thinner and notice what happens in your body. Within a second or two, you will begin to sway backward. The direction your body moves is very important. We move forward into our truth, even if that truth doesn't serve us, like believing that there is never enough, and we back away from things that are not our truth. Swaying backward indicates you've introduced something into your energy field that is not an energetic match to what your truth is. You've caused a weakness in your field, which has affected your muscles to temporarily weaken, which moves you backwards. Now, take a breath and think to yourself, my body loves to drink clean, clear water. Give it a second and see what your body does. It will involuntarily move forward. You've just introduced a thought that is an energetic match, and your body moved toward its truth. Isn't this so cool? Okay, let's try it. I'm going to stand and I'm going to think the same thing it just said. And I'm going to see if I sway one way or another. Uh, Here. Okay. So I'm standing here, hands over heart. Ill. Okay. Yeah. I'm swaying backwards, thinking paint thinner. Yuck. Okay. Okay. Oh, holy shit. I am swaying forward. I think of clear water. God damn. Excuse me. Pardon my language, but this really works. Holy cow. Thank you, Allyson Chavez. Ooh. Good. Goodness gracious. We've just learned something new. Okay. Back to the book and the author. And da. Now, take a breath and think to yourself, my body loves to drink clean, clear water. Give it a second and see what your body does. It will involuntarily move forward. You've just introduced a thought that is an energetic match, and your body moved toward its truth. Isn't this so cool? Let's test some other things. Make a note of whether you go forward or backward. Use T if the statement is true for you energetically, your body moved forward, and F if the statement was false energetically, or if your body moved backward. Okay, so she's got a whole list on this page. I'm going to read. Let's see how far it goes too, because it's only okay. Okay, blank. Okay, my name is blank. Use your actual name. You'll go forward. My name is blank. Use a name that isn't yours. You'll go backward. Okay, we're reading from The Prosperity Approach, a simple formula to ultimate prosperity by Allyson Chavez. It's a #1 bestseller, and we are getting wisdom from other people. Okay. The reason we want wisdom is that when we do the things that are right, we are creating virtue. So we're creating a more virtuous world every day with morsels of a thought. Okay, now, next. I deserve to live my dreams. Which way do you sway? I am enough. Which way do you sway? I am living my purpose. Which way do you sway? I love my job. Which way do you sway? I love my life. Which way do you sway? I am worthy and deserving of prosperity in my life. Which way do you sway? I must work hard to earn money. Which way do you sway? I can only make barely enough to cover my needs. Which way do you sway? T or F? I feel guilty when spending money on myself. Which way do you sway? True or false? Money comes to me easily. Which way do you sway? Backward or forward? Prosperity is a struggle. Which way do you sway? I am moving forward in my life. Which way do you sway? It's easy to be prosperous. Which way do you sway? I am confident in creating my dreams. Which way do you sway? I live in lack. Which way do you sway? I live in prosperity. Which way do you sway? It's my birthright to have all my needs met. Which way do you sway? It's safe to ask for what I want. Which way do you sway there? Everything always works out for me. Now, which way do you sway? I'm safe when I am visible. Which way do you sway? I am always divinely guided and protected. Which way do you sway? My body is healthy and strong. Which way do you sway? I'm safe no matter what happens. Which way do you sway? I make decisions based on what I think might go wrong. Which way do you say? Sway. I make decisions based on what I think might go right. Which way do you sway? So this is a list, and I may be able to put it in the comments, and you'll be able to get it later on. I will put it in the comments in a minute after we're done. Okay, the hardest part about muscle testing is trusting the answers we're getting. Use statements rather than questions. Close your eyes to help get out of your head and write down whether the statement was true or false for you, T or F. If you feel like your body is going all wonky, take a deep breath and tap firmly on your breastbone 5 times. That will clear your energy and reset you. Then test again. Sometimes we'll muscle test and be surprised that our energy moved backward when intellectually we felt the statement to be a truth for us. Remember, we can think of something all day long, but if we're not a match to it in our inner frequency, we won't reach it. We've got to be an energetic match, not just a mental match. Just for fun, if you're feeling frustrated that you can't really feel the energy, close your eyes, put your hands over your heart, and think Hitler. You'll be amazed at how quickly your body responds to that vibration. Other things you can muscle test on. If a particular food or supplement is good for your body, what vitamins or minerals your body needs. If you need more sleep, more water, what your subconscious beliefs are, even what dollar amount you are energetically comfortable making. Can you think of other things to muscle test on? Your body and your energy respond to what's true for you, whether or not you're consciously aware of what the truth is. Muscle testing is all about physically connecting to energetic frequency and then distinguishing whether or not your frequency is a match to what you're testing on. A word of caution. Muscle testing is only used to test where you are right in this moment or where you were in the past on an energetic level. It doesn't work for fortune telling, quote unquote, or future events. Sometimes people are tempted to muscle test if the person they're dating is, quote, the one, or pardon me. Sometimes people are tempted to muscle test. The water is too far away. Sometimes people are tempted to muscle test if the person they're dating is the one, or they'll lose 50 pounds on this particular diet. It's also not to be substituted for decision making. Muscle testing is a tool that tells you where you're vibrating in that moment and if the vibration of what you're testing is a match to your current truth or not. Next time, we shall start on the next page, 49. So it will be, now it's your turn. Think of some statements you'd like to muscle test on. Write them below and put T if it's true for you and F if it's false for you. So she gives you space for 5 statements that you'd like to make. David R. Hawkins, MD, PhD, said, like the sun, the inner self is always shining, but because of negative clouds, we do not experience it. It is not necessary to program oneself with the truth. It is only necessary to remove that which is false. The removal of the clouds from the sky to illuminate the negative allows one to experience the energy fields of that which is positive. It is only the removal of the negative that is necessary, the willingness to let go of the habits of negative thinking. The removal of the obstacles to the experiencing of this will result in an increasing sense of aliveness and a joy of one's own existence. Okay. Old Kinderheck.